Okay, so on question number 7, it says a medical researcher finds that more overweight a person is, the higher his pulse rate. I'm looking through this and I don't see any given R values. So I'm again just going to highlight what my two quantities are that they're relating here. So they're relating overweight in a person and they're relating pulse rate. And they're saying that they find that if you're more overweight, higher pulse rate. So this would be a positive correlation. They also say that, oh, this is interesting. The model suggests that a 12-pound difference in weight. So if they go up 12 pounds in weight, then their pulse would go up 4 beats per minute. So the greens are related in that positive way. So which of these is true? Well, let's see. The correlation between the pulse rate and weight is 0.3. We'll have to take a look at that. If you lose 6 pounds, your pulse will slow down by 2 beats per minute. This seems on the surface to be true. The reason I say that is because if you notice, losing 12 pounds reduces 4 beats. So losing 6 pounds would suggest 2 beats because it's both of the numbers 12 and 4 cut in half. Now, a positive residual means a person's pulse rate is higher than the model suggests. Well, as a reminder, a residual, very important that we remember, a residual means an error. And when we look at an error, the way that an error is calculated is we take the actual value minus the predicted value. So putting that in words again, it's the actual minus the predicted. Now, when we take a look at this, what we can say is, okay, if we do a small actual pulse and we said that we had a large prediction, this would actually end up as a negative number. So this would mean that we had a lower pulse rate than what was actually predicted, or what was predicted. Well, since it didn't happen that way, because we said in statement number 3 that the residual had to be positive, what they're suggesting is that the actual value was the large number. And if we subtract the small number from it, hello, helps if I write the word small, that this would come out to be positive. And it would. I mean, if you take a large number that's positive and you subtract a small number from it, it's going to be positive. What that tells us is that the large number was the actual number, so the prediction was too low. That actually matches what they're saying here. A positive residual, meaning a positive error, means a person's pulse rate is larger than what the model predicts. So 3 is actually correct. And this really boils down to, okay, we know that statement 2 is pretty much true. Statement 3 is pretty much true. What about statement 1? Well, I went and grabbed a little bit of some formulas here, and when I paste them in, that if I look at my prediction model here, I see that this is y equals m, or no, this is our initial, which is b plus mx. This is what you guys are used to. M is actually in the B1 position. Well, if I look at it, in order for me to get B1 right here, he's the only person that talks about R. Well, I would have to know the standard deviation of Y and the standard deviation of X. And when I come up here in the reading, I don't see any information to support this particular value for statement number 1. So at best, the only thing I can do is say maybe statement number 1 is true, but I don't have enough information to justify that statement. So taking a look here, statements 2 and 3 are probably going to be my best choices here.